So, in case you didn't know, there's actually a live action My Hero Academia in the works, and I want to talk about that a little bit because there's some interesting developments going on with that I want to talk about. So, I started hearing about this, I think a few weeks ago. People were talking about this, and it looks like this is going to be an American made movie. But the difference between this one and like the Netflix Gundam movie that I think is worth pointing out is they're actually getting a director that's directed several Japanese anime live action adaptations before, notably the Japanese Death Note movies, which I hear are actually pretty good, like Death Note Light Up the New World, which is, I believe, it's a version of Death Note where L actually wins and defeats Kira. I hear it's actually good. And he apparently also did a Bleach live action adaptation, and they say it was good, so maybe there's some hope here. Anything that has Hollywood touching it throws me off. That is kind of a turnoff, and, we'll see. But they have a good director, even though this will be his first English film. I could have more hope out of him pulling this off than I would say, like, look at the Netflix Gundam. They're getting like a American comic book writer. Come on. Do you think that guy's going to write a good Gundam? I don't think so. Now, the other big news here that ties into where I'm going to go, and I think you can probably get where this is going, is a few weeks ago, My Hero Academia introduced its first, apparently, LGBTQ plus character. And after all these demands for representation, what happened? Oh, they decided, that's not the kind of representation they were looking for. Because let's be honest, what they really want is Deku and Bakugo hanging out in the UA bathroom together in a stall. That's what they really want. They're not going to get that. But going back to Mineta, let's roll it back to him. He is now in a little bit of trouble because of the live action movie. They don't want him in that movie. Right? He's too problematic. Now, unfortunately, this isn't so much of a Japanese production, though they don't really say too much. They mostly just point out that it's being produced by Legendary. So I don't know how much the Japanese have I don't know how much power they have over this movie. I can tell you one thing. If this is an American-made 100% adaptation, even if they have the right director, you're not going to see fan service for sure, because this movie would still have to go through Hollywood kind of doors to get created, and they're going to look at all this stuff. This this franchise has probably the most toxic fandom, I think, out of anything going on right now in Japanese anime. It's for sure this community. So it's funny. So you have this whole article, and I'm not going to go over this whole article, but they have right down here saying there is a large portion of My Hero Academia fans that would be thrilled to see grape juice eliminated from the live action film. Some fans have raised a petition against My Hero Academia's manga publisher to include content warnings. And there's even a petition to have him replaced in the classroom, which I think is hilarious. Now, I don't think that petition's going to go anywhere. It definitely won't. But if anything, this is more evidence that we should gatekeep our fandoms and keep weirdos out. So I have little hope for a Hollywood stamped My Hero Academia live action movie. There's this really weird thing going on. They want to see, this is what they're doing now. They're moving on from comic books, and now they're moving over to manga to try to make movies. And I think that's what Hollywood's going to try to do next. They're going to go after this because there's a lot of untapped stuff here. And comic book movies are just kind of on their way out. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't have, like I said, I don't have high hopes for this movie at all. So we'll see what happens, but I have very little faith. Now, before I go, I want to make a correction to my previous video about Cowboy Bebop and Shonen Jump Biden. There was a tweet by Philosophia Gaming, and I think I misinterpreted what was going on. I ended up talking to him on Twitter. I've apologized to him, and he's actually, I think, got a pretty good channel here. I think we're all on the same side here, so I want to apologize to him. That's my bad. I edited that part out of the video as well. Give him a look, especially if you speak Spanish. I think you might end up liking his channel. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.